Happy Friday, full throttle kind of guy coming at you there. On this week's segment, got a little bit of a wrap up going on from the Portland International Raceway Swap Meet. Show you some of the things I got. Also, I'll be introducing a new segment in this called Deal or Dud. More to follow on that. You'll see some of the little video segments coming up shortly. And we also have a mail call from a longtime subscriber of mine, and I also subscribe to their page as well. So if you haven't been to the channel before, thank you for stopping on by. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Again, welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. Wanted to thank you for coming on by. Hopefully your Friday is a magical day as well, and hopefully you get some time off. I unfortunately been working, and I'll be working tomorrow, so got to take my shots while I can. I digress. So let's start off with my favorite part first, mail call. So this is from Rico from VRM Garage. I'll be putting a link in the description of the comments. Take a look at him. He's got real interesting content. In particular, he's working on Mustang 5.0 car that he races as well. So a lot of good content, a lot of good footage on that. Take a look, see what you find out, and give him a like, give him a subscribe as well. Sorry about that. So without further ado, let's take a look at what and see what we got. Novelty item. Oh, cool. There we go. There's his moniker. It's going to be VRM 86 GT. VRM 86 GT. Victor Romeo Mike. Again, great guy. Rico, thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoy the decals they sent you as well. If you're still interested in doing some decal swaps and whatnot, or getting some decals from me, if you take a look in my bio on this, you'll see my email address as well, and we can swap information and handle business. Went to the Portland swap meet. It's supposedly one of the largest swap meets on the West Coast. I like going to the racetrack side as opposed to the Expo Center. Expo Center tends to be a little bit more on the commercially side, a little bit higher ends and things like that. I'm sure you could still find some deals up there as well, but I like the racetrack side myself. That's what I've always done, and I've even worked it a couple of times in the past. I did take some video footage of some of the cars that were there. In my humble opinion, there are some good cars still out there, and I think, outside of Facebook Marketplace, you're going to be hard pressed to kind of find some deals out there. So it'll give you an opportunity to take a look, see what you find within the cars I was able to post. People were working deals and other stuff. I couldn't get in there and get any footage. I didn't want to screw up their deals and whatnot. Now, as far as what I did find, and whenever you go to a swap meet, you got to be prepared to haggle and negotiate with people and that. It takes some time to kind of, get comfortable in speaking with people. So, always start something small. Don't forget, be nice to people, and they'll be nice to you. Now, one thing I was able to find, and again, impulse buy, as you can tell, I enjoy my little miniature cars. So swap meets are an excellent resource for those. And I think people tend to use them as kind of ways to lure potential buyers in. So one of my impulse buys, and I can't lay off of them, I'm sorry. I like Johnny Lightning, I'm OG like that. I got these for a whopping $2 a piece. This is the closest I'm ever going to get to the real McCoy. So with the Mopar lineup, this one is your 1969 Dodge RT Charger there, 71 Plymouth Roadrunner, and then 71 Plum Crazy Purple. You got your 340 car. So nice representation. I got those cars for a whopping $2 a piece. If you try to get them now or on eBay or whatever online, auction services, they go for crazy money. Anywhere from $10 and up, depending upon what it is you're looking for. But great deal, great condition. So $6, I didn't even bother haggling. That's part of my rule of thumb too. If it's a good deal, I don't like to haggle. Look, if you're selling something for whatever reason. Don't know, it's not my business. Now, I also have the Galaxy that I'm working on as well too. So in my mind, I kind of, when I go, I keep in mind what cars I have, and then if there's a future project I'm working on. So you got to have financial discipline. I know it's hard. I'm the last guy to give anybody advice on financial discipline. So I've been looking for the old school oval air cleaners that were on the earlier Fords during the early 60s and that. You can get them online, still available. And honestly, you can pay anywhere from $100 all the way up to $250, depending upon what you want on it. I'm just a simple kind of guy. Don't like messing around with logos, insignias, anything like that. With the exception of maybe if it was a Hallman Moody related item, which if you're into the Fords and early FEs, you'll know what I'm talking about with Hallman Moody. So without further ado, here's the oval air cleaner. And it's aluminum, metal, brand new air filter. How much do you think I paid for it? And this is exactly how I got this from the vendor to my little hand there. I happened to be going through and looking at a 57 T-Bird they were selling in the back, and I saw this out of the corner of my eye. Yes, so here's how the game went. I go, hey, mister, how much do you want for that? And the guy's like, I'll take $60 for that. $60 was a fair price, and I know I said I don't normally haggle, but I really didn't need it. It was kind of a semi-impulse buy. So I tell him, I go, hey, would you take $50 for it? He was yes. So for the sake of discussion, I got this thing for a whopping $50. So instead of spending like $100, $125, I saved, between $75 and $50. No shipping, no nothing, directly in my hand. Now, I also like Pontiacs, and I've had several Pontiacs in my lifetime. The last Pontiac I had was a 1967 Pontiac. It was a 455 car. It wasn't 455 from the factory. It's a 455 out of a 71 GTO. I still have the 71 455. However, I've always been looking for intake manifolds for it and try to get them on the cheap. I did manage to score. And if you looked at the price of intake manifolds nowadays online, there's going to be some serious sticker shock. So, you got to jump on the deals while you can. Sometimes you'll get something that you can tell it had shelf wear. This had some shelf wear on it. It's clean, other than it has some gunk on it itself. I got a new gen Pontiac Torquer for my future project, whatever it may be. Now, I know when you're looking at it, it's like, man, that thing's pretty crusty. It's honestly just dust. You can still see the aluminum on it. No stripped threads, no cracks, no warp, no nothing. And look how clean it is. It looks like it's never even had a gasket on it. And look at the underside on it. Look how clean that is. I consider this was a good deal. I didn't even haggle, no monkey business, no nothing. I do my usual, hey, mister. Hey, so I asked him, like, hey, would you take a C note for it, $100? The guy looks back for a second. He goes, yeah, I'll do it. So on a manifold that's over $350, brand new, I got one that's never seen the light of day on a car for $100. Yeah, I have to use a little elbow grease and clean it up and whatnot. But to have that kind of savings, instead of me putting $350 just for the sake of discussion to get one, I now have $250 I can put towards something else, on the car going down the road. So Again, shop wisely, money discipline. Don't be afraid to haggle when appropriate. I'll be posting up here as soon as this gets done in the segment. The lineup of cars. I think I have like 9 or 10 cars in there. There were some good deals on there, and there was like some really duds in my opinion. But don't go by me. I mean, you know what you guys like for cars, and again, I don't discriminate. But on the ones I could find that looks like it would make an interesting, conversation, I post up. I got a picture. I kind of do whatever I can as far as the 360. And there's also telephone numbers in there too. So if you squint real hard or slow this thing down, you can see the telephone numbers and give them a call if you like some of the prices on that. I think the drags are going to be starting here soon. The weather's been pretty dicey on and off. I think there's going to be races tomorrow. Test and tune at PIR, Portland International Raceway, being the 10th of April. Don't know if I can get out there. Don't have a clue. If I can, hey, great. If I don't, sorry. It is what it is. But that's where we're at right now with the weather. And so far, you guys know what I know. And this is where we're at. Just to give you guys a quick update. And then, without any further ado, on to the new segment. I know a lot of times people are like sensitive when it comes towards, I'm not attacking anybody's stuff that's for sale. I'm just stating it as a consumer. So again, it's your money. If you want to work a deal, work a deal. If you don't want to work a deal, you just walk off. No big deal. I'm not flaming anybody the whole 9 yards. I'm being as mindful as possible. So I apologize. So I'll go ahead. Let's get the footage started, and then we'll just go to exit at that in the typical outro. Want to thank the newer subscribers. We're at 324 right now. We're getting really close to hitting that 350 threshold. I do have some ideas for the next thresholds and whatnot, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But again, if you want any decals from me, hit up my email address, pop me a line, and let me know what you want and what we can do, and we'll make the magic happen from there. Have yourselves a great day. Thanks for coming by. Give a like, give a subscribe. Feel free to comment. Thank you again. Appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Make some memories. Make some things happen. Thanks. Full throttle kind of guy. Getting on to the video portion here. Good morning, people. Full throttle kind of guy. Coming at you from the Portland International Raceway. Kind of making a lap around the track here. There's some good deals, some not so good deals. A little bit of everything so far. I'll kind of do a recap on stuff as we get done with the footage. So just let you know, you can be expecting, is it a deal or is it a dud as far as some of the things that we're seeing. So great weather so far. A little bit on the brisk side, but cannot complain. Welcome to the show. In case you've never seen or been here before, please like, subscribe, and hey, join the insanity as it was. So more to follow. Appreciate you spending the time with me. Let's make this happen. 76 Nova 318, Ascot 17.5. There's a 63 Galaxy 500, 352 4-speed, Ascot 12.5. It's not a bad deal. It's got a pretty good look to it. I like the torque thrust. Pretty cool. Big block El Camino 396, 30 grand.
I went everything that was shiny. I went over the Scotch
Like the color. Here we go, a real classic 69 Charger. Only $25,000. Hopefully they have several at this price.
Right?
This is nice. Look at that. And for the Dart, $7,500. Okay, Dodge Cornet. Interesting car. Can't tell you anything about it, other than the fact they want $6 grand. Floor pans are like non-existent, so yeah, a lot of metal work. This is your baby right here. Okay, so on this one, it's actually a pretty solid car. 6,500 papers. Originally a stick shift car, small block. Has the interior and the frames in it. And still pedals in place.
Yeah, I had 428 in. Yeah, it's already got it there.
So I think this is a good deal. So under the game of deals and duds, this is a deal. 1976 Trans Am, a really unique car based on 76, 1 year only seat designs, pretty original car. I think the asking on it was like 24,000. It's a 400 car. Really, really nice car. And I like the honeycombs. That's pretty cool. Looks like it's just been finished up or just painted. Nice car. Here's a solid 1970 Pontiac GTO. Looks like somebody tried putting the Judge stripes on it at one time. So
70.
it's been up on Marketplace for a while. So if you're interested in a decent little goat, this isn't too bad of a builder. Again, of the deals or duds, I think this is a pretty good deal. However, you'd be a judge of that. $2 grand Falcon V8 car, not original, but they got it in. But again, $2 grand, and it's pretty solid looking. Well, what do you think? Deal or dud? Out of the deals or duds, here's a Roadrunner 383 car. Apparently does start, running off a gas can, automatic car. It's got the 383 call outs. See, we got the Magnum pipes from back in the day for the HP package. Cold start. Here's another nice deal.
complete. Looks like ready to go. Probably drove it here to the track. 27.5. Beautiful interior. It's all stock. I want to say it's like a 59 Biscayne. Really unusual color. So, deal or dud, what do you think?